Well, now we both need to find out where you have difficulty so that I know what to teach you and you know what to practice and learn in order to strengthen your reading ability.
Okay.
Okay? We'll do these tests together. You won't be doing any writing except for a few spelling words.
Okay.
But I'll be taking notes all along so that I have a record of your reading.
Okay.
Okay?
The graded word lists we use to model testing of word recognition and spelling are composites of items from several published assessments. We wanted to model a usual testing situation where learners often read lists at 3 or 4 grade levels before reaching a mastery level. We couldn't print that many levels of any published assessment because of copyright restrictions. Users are cautioned not to use the graded word lists that are seen in the film when testing their learners on word recognition and spelling, since these are not genuine grade equivalent lists. Their reliability has not been established. Published tests of reading sub-skills can be found on the test bank in the assessment section of the website. The first test is of word recognition. It is an assessment of automaticity in the recognition of sight words and of letter and syllable combinations. Modest audible decoding is acceptable, for example, giving the sound of the first letter or syllable and then saying the whole word. But belabored decoding is discouraged by a time limit of 5 seconds for each word. If a response is correct, put a check by the word. If incorrect, write the learner's response in any way that will help you recall the mispronunciation when you analyze the test later. Look for patterns of errors that you can use as starting points for instruction.
First, we should see how strong you are in reading words from a list.
Okay.
Okay? This test can tell us how easily and at what level you can read words.
Okay.
Michael, take a look at these lists and tell me which list you feel you can read comfortably.
Okay.
You can take a look at those.
I like number 1.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's start there.
Okay.
Please start at the top and read down the list.
All right.
Okay? You don't have to read fast, and you can correct yourself if you make a mistake.
Okay.
Okay? You may begin.
Eat, finger, sheep, farmer, wind, father, careful, ocean, believe, cliff.
Okay.
Lynn is aiming for the highest grade equivalent list of 10 words that Michael can read with 3 or fewer errors. Mastery grade equivalent level on this test we use is 70% correct. The test that you use may require a higher percentage correct for GE Mastery. Follow the instructions for the test you administer.
Okay, we can certainly go on to a harder one now. Same thing, start at the top and read down the list.
Okay.
You may begin.
Stretched, empty, promise, weather, fighting, noticed, tired, important, middle, trade.
Okay, that's fine.
Michael cannot pronounce the English TH. This letter combination is pronounced as a D in Michael's native Haitian Creole. You heard this substitution in its pronunciation of weather as wedder, and on the previous list, father as vader. This is an articulation difference, not a reading error.
Let's go on.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, you may begin.
Whence, inhabitant, glowed, serious, worth, improved, collapse, amazing, amazed, creation.
Michael self-corrected his reading of 2 words on this list. We can see his careful monitoring as he corrected his first reading of the word improved. Initially, he read it as impor, probably ready to say the more familiar word important. In correcting amazing to amazed, he showed his attention even to a word's final sounds. Developing readers often substitute or omit final sounds and syllables. Michael does not consistently apply his attention to all parts of a word, but the skill is becoming more automatic. His self-corrections are indicative of strong word-reading ability and also of a strong motivation to become a mature reader.
Okay, let's try another.
Okay.
Okay, you may begin.
Okay. Caution, poison, acquainted, ambition, splendid, concentration, advised, sexyful, grant, Tyler.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, Michael, good job.
Thank you.
That last list had several words that you probably haven't seen before.
Okay.
Yet you came pretty close to pronouncing them using your knowledge of letter sounds.
Thank you.
That is the best way to try to figure out unfamiliar words, and you do it automatically. That's a very important strength.